So today's chat, since we're on a 12-kilometre long walk, is brought to you by what we talk about on walk chats. So we were just having a discussion as we chew our carrots as to what the difference is in definition between squished and squashed. So Sarah wanted to know, what's the difference? Do you say it's squished or do you say it's squashed? I don't really know the answer, but I came up with a definition of my own. When you sit between two people on a train, you would probably say that you were squished or it was squishy. Whereas if you sat on a sandwich on the train on the seat, then you would say you squashed the sandwich. So I decided that the difference is horizontal or vertical. So to catch you up on discussion the other day, I think partially it started because I noticed some droppings poo on the trail. I was trying to figure out what it was, because it kind of looked like dog, and I'm thinking there shouldn't really be dogs up here. But then I thought, oh, I suppose it could be a fox or a dingo.
It could be dingo.
Could be dingo. So then I started to analyse how you can tell a dropping. I thought it was interesting that, you know, sheep do pellets, kangaroos do pellets, cows do a just big series of ploppy things, horses kind of do a big series of ploppy pellets, and then you get buffalo. And buffalo do this massive big fat turd right in one spot that looks like it's come out of a dairy whip machine. Honestly, it is the epitome of a poo emoji, and it's freaking big. And it just, I said to Sarah we should seriously stop, take a photo of that, draw a little smile on it and use it for an emoji in future. It was that perfect. It just occurred to me that that was quite a humorous difference in animal droppings. So yes, welcome to the discussions that Sarah and I have while we're on walk trails. And this walk trail, by the way, is brought to you by Katherine Gorge, since with the influx of tourism and us unhappily landing in school holidays, we can't do a canoe tour because it's booked out till next Wednesday. Out onto a beach.
Oh, there's sand down there. It's just underwater.
Yeah.
got it to ourselves.
I can't see in there. It's not cold. Cool. It's nice. So, trail conversation number 3. We've noticed, or Sarah has made mention several times during this holiday, that her skin has become very dry from all of the swimming we've been doing in fresh water. And I can't help but thinking that one would imagine salt water would make your skin drier, given that salt dries things out. My argument is the very premise of making crackling pork is that the salt dries the skin out. So why does fresh water seem to be drying your skin more so than fresh water? Mull it over.
So what did we do today?
Sarah decided that we could do a 12-kilometre walk today.
How was that my decision?
You came back and after the canoeing was out of the picture and said, well, we can walk it, and we calculated it all up and went 12 kilometres and went, yep, let's go.
Yeah, what was I thinking?
Yeah, what were you thinking? So we have, I don't know whether we maybe actually did a bit more than 12. It's Farah near killed us. That was hard work. So this walk trail takes you, so we did the whole, like, everything. So the walk trail...
I didn't do up to all the top gorges.
Okay, so we did everything towards, up to Butterfly Gorge. So we went first to Peter's Lookout, which in my opinion was a complete and utter waste of time. I don't know what it's supposed to look out to, but we didn't see anything. Then from there around to Jeddah's Lookout. Jeddah's Lookout was nice.
Had lunch there.
Yeah.
It was a nice view.
You could sort of see up the gorge and faces, and that was really nice. Took some photos, met a young couple up there, had a bit of a chat with them, so that was good. And then round to Butterfly Gorge, which I kind of expected would, like, you know, be like a beach of some sort. Like, obviously I didn't expect a beach, but just sort of a flat area that you could swim from. But we got there and it was like a bit of a mud ledge on the edge of the cliff face, and that was it. You had to jump off of that. So,
but the swim was nice.
The swim was nice. We were a bit brave and swam round to a rock face around the corner, which terrified me, to be perfectly honest. But we went round there, and that was in the sun again, so that was nice. Had a look, took some photos. That was a nice view of the gorge.
But yeah, the walk back killed me. Like, my hips have held up over all the other hikes, but today it's just flared up big time.
My mystery pain has dealt with most of these walks and crawls and whatever climbs fine. So that was that was a bit torture today. So I think both of our conclusions today was if we were to do that again, we would just do Butterfly Gorge. Like, Joda's Lookout was nice, but you know, you can see the same from Butterfly Gorge, and Butterfly Gorge took us what, an hour to walk back from, whereas the entire walk took us from what, 11:30 this morning.
Yeah.
And we got back at 5 o'clock, 5:30 this afternoon. So yeah, and given that we stopped for what, maybe we stopped for 20 minutes or so for lunch and then half an hour for our swim. So all the rest of it was walking, crawling, stumbling, tripping.
And like to begin with, it wasn't really that hard, was it? It was like just like a nice trail with maybe a few rocks in between. But yeah, that was it. Wallika or whatever the trail was called. That was a bit rough.
And I think in the whole scheme of things, they weren't rough as far as what we've been through, but I just think, you know, the length of time that you're walking them in the heat made them harder, and especially like because we went to Butterfly last, it's down into Butterfly and then up to come back out. So
yeah, so we did Nitmiluk today.
Discussion number 4, despite the fact that we're not technically on a walking trail, but over breakfast we were discussing some things. Sarah asked the question, are ants insects? I can't remember. I sort of feel they are. They've got 6 legs. But we were discussing because we watched a very funny thing the other day where an ant got some food from our picnic, took off, and a lizard came bolting out of nowhere, little one, skink, grabbed it out of him and took off with it. Anyway, it decided that it mustn't have liked whatever it was, and it threw it back on the ground, and the ant came back to pick it up again, and the lizard went, nope, not having that. Picked it up again.
I don't like it, but you can have it either.
Yeah, but if I'm not having it, you aren't having it either. Typical child thing to do. Anyway, sort of just started to muse with the fact that it's interesting that lizards just eat insects, and yet they won't eat ants. And if they ate ants, they'd have, you know, their fill of food all day, every day. And yet they won't eat ants. So Sarah asked, is an ant an insect? Or a species of its own? So there you go. I think they're insects, but could be wrong.